Hi, can everyone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you clearly.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay, so my name is
His signal is hanging. Huh? Just give us some time, please. Huh? Sorry.
Obinze, and today your payment plan, how you on Upwork, then so can anyone hear me? The thing just
we
went
can
off.
hear you, but it's just that your signal is hanging. But it's fine now.
Okay. So like I said, that today we'll be talking about the payment option or the payment, you can call it a payment plan on Upwork. We are also going to be talking about how you can write good proposals, and also how you can understand what is Excel. I will be adding that as another advantage for those who don't understand how to do data analysis. Whether you are a web developer or you are a virtual assistant or you are a researcher or whatever you want to be doing in Upwork, you need to understand how to do a basic Excel or spreadsheet. And I'll be showing you how to do that from your Gmail account. So you don't need to download a special software. You don't need to download a special like a Google document or any Microsoft Word document on your system. The only thing I would like you to do is if you're not using Google Chrome, you should download it and make sure that you're using the latest version. If you're using a Firefox or Edge, I recommend that you start using Google Chrome. That way you can be able to use all the Google's tools in one sitting. So going on from there, because a lot of clients would want you to document what you have been doing for them, and also you would like to keep data. I think data is one of the most important aspects of working remotely. If you cannot keep data, you cannot be able to earn, and the client cannot be able to trust you to move the project forward. So, and after a while, I'm going to be sharing my screen. Please, when I share this screen, I would like you to pay attention, because this is what you can be able to do from your office, your home office, and I would say that you cannot be able to do it from your phone. It is going to be virtually difficult to do it from your phone. This is a workstation. Why I'm using the word workstation is that a lot of things you need to do, you need to be able to make research and put it on that Excel. So if you're using your phone, it means you have to X next one and come back to this. In that way, you cannot be fully effective. So I recommend that if you do not have a system, you should be able to get a system or borrow a system to be able to practice what I'm about to teach you. Do you understand?
Yes, it's very clear.
Okay, so I'll be going straight to the most important aspect of working as a virtual assistant remotely. What it means is that you can stay in Kogi State, you can stay in Abuja, you can stay in Calabar, you can stay in Ghana, you can stay in Kumasi, you can stay in Cape Town, you can stay in Nairobi, you can stay in London, you can stay in Maryland in the United States and be able to work for any company anywhere in the world, be it Australia, be it New Zealand, be it Canada, be it UK, be it the European place. You can just be able to sit in the comfort of your home and be able to offer your service. When you're doing that, you are a virtual assistant, or if you're developing a website, you're rendering your service, like you're scaling. And you can be anywhere, even from your village, to do it. What you need to have is a good internet connection and also a portable system. So now, last week I talked about how you can open your Upwork account. And for those of you who do not have the video yet, you can get the video from the host and be able to go through it step by step. In that way, you can be able to just simply open an Upwork account. And not just an Upwork account, you can also be able to open a LinkedIn. You can also be able to open a Hubstaff. You can also be able to open Top Total. You can also be able to open Fiverr for those who are web developers, graphic designers, and all sorts of graphics work. You can just head to Fiverr and be able to get yourself verified. And one more thing I wanted to say that I didn't say last week, for you to open an Upwork account, make sure that you have either a Twitter account or you have a LinkedIn, or you have a GitHub, or you have there's one other one which I'll be sharing later. I can't remember it quite clearly now. So that way your profile will be able to be complete. You need to link them. When you're opening an Upwork account, they would ask you to link those profiles. If you do not have it, open one for yourself. And just a touch of what I said last week, profile picture is quite clearly important. If you do not have one, you can simply walk to a studio. And please, if you're a woman, wear your best dress. I mean, a professional clothes. And if you're a man, make sure you get a nice haircut to be able to give yourself that wonderful look. I was saying that clients want to see someone who looks responsible. Clients want to see someone who is smiling. I didn't say you should go and laugh. I'm just saying that you should be able to have that giggling smile in your face. That way, give you that job for you to be able to earn in dollar. That is the only way. So if you're using a throwback picture, if you're using a picture that does not look like you, if you're using a picture that you feel like is the best, please do not use it. Make sure you have a very good background. And for those who have a good phone, you can take that selfie in a good background. I recommend a white background or a very plain background. That way, you can be able to upload that photo on your profile and look like someone that would want to do a job. Moving forward from that, by the time you create all this profile I talked about last week, what are you doing next? You want to be able to win jobs. And how do you win jobs? You're going to send a proposal. When you open your Upwork account, Upwork will give you about 50 to 100 connects. Let me tell you what this connect does. This connect is quite important. Without connect, you cannot be able to send jobs. If you use your connect anyhow, it means that you need to attach your debit card, be it First Bank or UBA or Access or Keystone. If you just attach it, you can buy a connect for $1 to $22. You can just buy connect. When that connect finishes, you will buy another one. But if you're able to write a good proposal, each time a client responds to your proposal, you will get 10.
Right. The signal is a little bit tricky. Let us just be patient.
connect. That's what your way. Like I was saying, before we have this breakdown in communication, can someone hear me?
Yes, I can hear you. I can hear you.
Okay, so I was laying emphasis on the connect part because a lot of freelancers get to Upwork and think it's quite easy for you to earn in dollar. So if you're going to be earning about $100 to $2,000, it needs to be worth it. And how do you do that? You need to make sure that you send a quality proposal. And when you send those proposal, a proposal does not have a particular way you need to send it. What you need to do is that if you understand the job you're about to do for a client, if you go to the Upwork timeline where they post jobs for data researcher and or any kind of job the client wants you to do for them, what do? You need to read the content of what the client is asking. A lot of people just glance through it and send quick proposal. Or some people do what they call copy and paste. If you do copy and paste, you will waste a lot of money, and there are chances that you may never get a job. So whenever you want to apply for a job, do not be in a hurry. Calm down. Try to understand what the client is saying. For example, a client is asking for you to research a market in Lagos. I'll use a fashion wear for women. A client in China wants to come into Nigerian market to start a business. The first thing he will do is to post it on Upwork, looking for freelancers in Lagos, or freelancers in Abidjan, or freelancers in the United States. Someone can be in the United States and know what is happening in Lagos. Everything you want to know in this world is on the internet. If you do not know how to research, you might find it difficult to do anything. Anything you want to know about that stuff, there is someone somewhere that has added that thing on the internet, and that's what we call data. This is what is important. You need to understand that data helps you to be able to make an informed opinion of the job you're about to do. So what do you do when a client said, I want a freelancer who can help me research about a market in West Africa, preferably Lagos, and I want it to be on a woman's clothing. I need to know what I'll be importing into Nigeria. What do? You don't need to call Emeka in Idumota or Marina. You don't need to call Zahid or Femi to say, I'm looking for, no. What do you need to do? You need to go to the internet. When you go to the internet, you will at least know about 5 markets in Lagos that are quite popular, that where people sell clothes. And when you do that, you'll be able to have those information that you can be able to give to the client. And when you're doing that research, you can be able to tell them that Nigeria has a population of about 200 million people. And it's expected that we have at least about 80 to 100 million women in Nigeria. So it's expected that anyone that is selling female clothes would sell more. And also because women buy more clothes. So these are things you're going to input in your data. When you give it to the client will be able to make an informed decision of how he or she wants to run the business. And from the data you're going to be giving that client, you will now add that data you're going to be getting in that Excel I talked about. That Excel, you cannot send a client email and say, oh sir, hello sir, I've been able to get that you're asking me about, and this is that, I've sent it to you. Nope, you cannot do that. You're going to create an Excel or spreadsheet document. That Google document, you put that information in Nigeria, capital, social place, marketplace, market name, how many people. You go put those information, which I'm going to be showing you after this particular segment. The next one is what I'm going to be showing you. So the ability to say, assuming you find a job that says, I'll be able to do that later. Let's leave the LinkedIn part. Well, we'll do that at the end of the program. So now, if you see a job, I think I'll be able to show you people this thing in a more live session, not just talking about it. So I'll be sharing my screen from now for you to be able to see what I want to show you. It is important that you understand that aspect. So I'll be sharing my screen. For those who want to munch or take a seat, you can just do that. So I'll be sharing my screen right now. Moment. Okay. Where is it? Okay. Okay. Can someone see my screen?
Yes, you can.
Yes, yes, we can.
Okay. Okay. I used the, if you notice, for those of you who were in the program last week, if you notice, I used this particular account to be able to show you what I was doing. And I'm just going to make this video. Okay, so I'm going straight to the timeline where you can when you can see job you want to bid for. This is this person. Like I said, this person is a customer support specialist, and you can see she has a 100% profile completeness. So we are moving to the. Hey, I like to say that if this place, if you're looking at my mouse, I'm shaking my mouse right now. This person is a customer support specialist. What does this person do for client? With this name you have, this is a keyword, customer support specialist. By the time you go to Upwork, when client wants to post a job and they're looking for someone that will be a virtual assistant, administrative assistant, or personal assistant, this customer support falls under that category. Virtual assistant is like a tree. It has its branches. You have branches of data analysis. You have this branch of a property manager. You have this branch of as a researcher. You have this branch as a virtual assistant. You have this you have this as a market researcher. If you look at my screen, this is a job. This is a skill someone has. The person research for market only, and that is the job the freelancer deliver on Upwork and gets paid for doing that research. So I'm going live to the timeline where you can see, okay, if you're looking at it now, you can see jobs you might like. We have best match. What it means is that Upwork is giving this lady the type of job that suits her profile because of her profile title. I talked about that last week. You must have a profile title that have a keyword. It's important because it will make clients invite you, or it will make Upwork send jobs that you might be able to win to your timeline. So I'm in this person's timeline now. As you can see, this job was posted 26 minutes ago. And this person, this client is based in Hong Kong. He said he's not doing hourly rate. This is called fixed price. So it means that every month this person gets $600 US. So we are talking about the client says the administrative coordinator is responsible. You know what this means? He's talking to you. He's talking to you, the freelancer. He wants somebody who is a virtual assistant needed here. So you are going to be called administrative coordinator. You are responsible for front office duties, as well as coordinating, delegating, supervising office-related duties for the satellite offices. In addition, what this person is talking about now is that it seems like this client has many branches, like they have other offices. Like let's say the office area is based in Lagos, the main branch. They have office in Ibadan, they have office in Akure, they have office in Onitsha, they have office in Bayelsa, or they have office in Asaba. So what your job is going to be is to be doing a job that regulates those offices. That is why you're called administrative coordinator. Your job is, you're not going to be there in person. You're going to do everything virtually, which is online. Every job now is done online. I did mention that last week, that most Facebook we use today, that most of its staff are working from home, and also Twitter. And you can also talk about TikTok. TikTok staffs also, most of them are working from home. So those things we enjoy. People who manage it for us to enjoy it, they are sitting at home and doing it as a freelancer, although they are staff, but they are now working at home. And once you are working at home, it becomes a remote job. Do you understand? So this is what the person is talking about. He said, we need to hire a customer service rep, an assistant office manager. Our agency is growing. He's trying to tell you what he needs. So when you're sending a proposal, you can come here. He said, let me not forget that he says, this is 20 hours per week position. What this means is that every week you will do 20 hours. Every week you do 20 hours. After 4 weeks, the client will send you $600. And not to worry, this money usually are already deposited with Upwork. So there's nothing like say the client says, he doesn't want to do again. The client is saying that there's no money. No. Once it's a fixed deposit, once it's a fixed price, this money is already deposited with Upwork. As you're working, Upwork will be repeating your money to your profile. In turn, you can send it to your domiciliary account or your Payoneer. If you have a PayPal, no wahala, you can also use that. I don't recommend PayPal. I recommend only Tom account, Naira account, or Payoneer. And do not forget that if you're using Naira account, they will pay you with central bank Nigerian rate, not black market. So you are shortchanging yourself by not having a DOM account or Payoneer. So moving forward, so I'm just going to click on this proposal. I want to send a proposal now. See, look at the way it works. And when you click on this, you see that it was posted 31 minutes ago. And the client does not mind where you're from. That's why he said worldwide. What it means is that somebody in Serbia, somebody in Ogun State, someone in Ebonyi, someone in Johannesburg, whatever they may be, can bid for this job and also be able to do this job. So don't just go straight to click submit. Don't do that. If you do that, you might not get the job. So what you do is you go down, you check the client history. As you can see, if you're looking at my mouse, this person is not verified. The payment method is not verified. So what it means that this job might be real or it might not be real. So you can also look at that this client is a member since 27 May. So he started today. That does not mean that this job is fake. It doesn't. What it means that this client has zero hire rate. You can just go ahead to apply. Maybe they just want to hire someone. They've not been Upwork before. So maybe they just created. Like me, I go to get clients from LinkedIn, Facebook. I go to Pinterest. I go to there's a website called House, as in HOUZZ. So it's like where you sell property, like has to do with home decoration. You can also get clients there. So I go to find those clients there. I catch them. I tell them to go to Upwork and give me a contract. And what it means is that when they go to Upwork to give you a contract, it means that your money is guaranteed. When you work, you get paid. But if the client gives you a normal proposal outside the Upwork, there are chances that if you're working with a bad person, at the end of the day, you will not get paid. So looking at that, you must also be wary of what you're applying. So you go down. He said fixed price. This client said he's looking for the freelancers with the lowest rate. So assuming this job is an hourly rate, if your profile rate is $10 per hour, and you see this kind of job, and you like this job, and you want to get this job, what will you do? You can bid with this job for $5 or $4 per hour. You reduce your rate. You do not go to your profile to reduce the rate. You can simply come down here. You can see this client was online 2 minutes ago. He only wants to see 5 proposals. You look here. If you want to apply for a job, always look where they say last viewed by client. You will know whether the client is online. It was online 2 years ago, or 1 hour ago, or 30 minutes ago. If you can also look here and see that the client is not interviewing anyone. So if you apply, there are chances that you get that notification from Upwork. And it's one of the best notifications to get because there are chances that you will start any money. Once you see that notification on your phone, there are chances that you're going to start getting money or probably start getting rich. So invite sent. In this place, you will see that the client has not sent invite to anyone. So you have more chance. Unanswered invite, 0. So it don't concern you because the client didn't send invite to anyone. So what do you do? When you see things like this, you will see what the client is looking for. He said, this job is a one-time project. There are chances that you might do this project for 6 months or 3 months or 1 month. Look at what the client is looking for. He's looking for someone like Fabulous who has a skill as a data entry. That data entry I was talking about, someone that can do email communication, how to send an email is a skill. If you don't know how to send an email, a lot of people will know your email. So you must know how to write formal letter. And that formal letter, you can incorporate it on how you send your email. Communication, what this one means is that there's chances that you answer a phone call or chat someone or reply a chat on social media handle of the company. Administrative support, you already know what that means. What it means is that you'll be the one doing all the office work, like typing. Your boss will call you and say, oh, send email to Mr. Harold to let him know that we are available to take his orders next tomorrow by 4 p.m. Your job is to go and do that. Your client will say, oh, please, we need to update our calendar. What that means is that the client wants you to put the schedule for the week. If you're working as a personal assistant, that today is free to see people. Tomorrow is traveling to London, is not available. And when he's traveling, it's also your job to book him a ticket, to check the latest flight that he's leaving. All those are jobs of a virtual assistant. And some clients will want you to book their hotel while they are in London. So that before they arrive, you already give them that information, whether you are communicating by WhatsApp or you are communicating by email or personal call. So now you go tell this client, say, sir, I've been able to do this. Go straight to your hotel, is fully booked. When the client gets there, the client will remove his or her card to pay for the room rate. But you have done all the work. That is why you are a virtual assistant, not the other way around. Then if you come down, customer service, you already know what that means. It means that you're going to be responding to people on the company social media platform, email, and every other way. Executive support is this one I just talked about now, supporting your boss. We all do it when we are working in Lagos or Abuja. We all support our boss with do this, do that, you do that. That is the executive support. Now that you have learned what this means, then we can go to, let's say, submit job. When you click on it, it will go to, whenever you click on it, it will go to another page, another tab. So for those of you that have 2 profiles, you can see it said submit a proposal. This person has 3 proposals: data entry, general virtual assistant. So now I want to apply for this person. If your profile says that you're a researcher, this job is not for you. You can also bid for the job though. You can bid, you can get it. But technically, it's not for you. However, you can bid. Anybody can do any job on Upwork. But for me, I prefer to use a profile that suits the job the client is asking. I'll click on this particular middle one, the second one. When I click on it, it will rotate. It says that this proposal requires 4 connect. When you submit this proposal, you have 51 connect remaining. You can see this person has 55 connect. If he submits this proposal, he will have 51 connect remaining. So now that you've understood this, I can just go down to send my proposal. You can see this place, this job is just for a month. When you open this place, you will see if the job is 6 months or 1 year or this. So for me, this job will be good for new freelancers like you. So it's a quick job. You can just do it and get a quick box. So you try to read this place I talked about. Read what the client wants. Read this thing very well, this particular place. Understand it, analyze it before you apply. So when you go down, you can say, look at the client budget is 600 USD. And this is how much the client will pay you. Upwork will take $110. But why is Upwork taking so much money from your profile? Is because you're still a new freelancer and they will take 10% of your money. So, but by the time you have earned more than 1,000 to 2,000 to 10,000, they will start taking 5% from your every work you do on Upwork. So you can go down here. Now, you come here. How long will this project take? You say you click less than a month because the client has already told you that it is less than a month. If you go here, you can see that it is less than a month. So don't go and add 6 months. The client said he wants you for 1 month. So stick to what the client wants. Stick to what the client wants. So you go down. You go down. Now I want to send a proposal. For example, I like to send short proposal, and you can say, "Hi, are you guys watching my screen?"
Yes, we are.
Okay.
Yes,
So
Yes, watching your screen.
So I want to make it very easy so that you understand how you can write your proposal. Then you can say, for example, if I want to send to this client and I've been on Upwork, I've done some few jobs, I can say, hi. You go to second line. I'm available during US Eastern US work time. I can also be able to work on weekends if the need arises. I look forward to your feedback so we can get the project started. Kind regards. You can say Femi. So you can see some of the clients do not like long proposal. They do not have time to do that. So when they see this thing, they said, assuming you have been on Upwork before, you can say, I've worked for a couple of clients on this space, and you will find me interesting to have a chat. So what you're doing is that the client is like, what you're doing is that you're direct to the point. You are available during US work time, assuming the client is in the US. And you're also telling the client that, oh, if the need arises, that I can be able to work on weekend. Now you go further to tell the client, I look forward to your feedback so that we can get this project started. Now, there's something the client will think, oh, this person is ready. Let me go with this person. and the client replies, said, can we have a Zoom meeting? And I know that some of you do not know how to create a Zoom call, and which is when client tells you that, they do not wait for you. So what do? You quickly go to create a Zoom meeting. And let me also let you know that if you do not know how to use Zoom, there are other ways you can talk to a client via a video call. And it is one of the most, it is quite easy and most convenient, very convenient. How do you do that? Before I go to that place, you can just send your proposal here. Once you click here, this proposal will fly, but I am not submitting. So when you click here, this proposal will move. Now, if pay attention to what I want to say now. If you have seen this job before and the client was online 2 hours ago, what it means is that the client posted the job 2 hours ago and you want to still apply for the job. What do? Upwork has what they call this Upwork has this what they call this boost place. When you click on this boost, let me click on it. What's my mouse? Your bid is set to 5 connect. Upwork has collected 1 connect from me. As they collected this 1 connect from me, this my proposal now will go to the first page of the client proposal. It will go to the first profile of the, like every other person, it will go to the top so that the client will be able to see your proposal and maybe get interested in working with you. But if you do not put this boost, your proposal will go to step by step. Do you understand my point now? So these are the ways you can just, these are the way you can probably move forward with that. But I wanted to say something that while you're doing that, a lot of you will not, it is not just sending a proposal. You must understand how to create that, because once the client will come online and say, can we have a meeting? The client is not asking for your phone number, he's asking, can we do a Zoom meeting? They cannot call you your Nigerian line. What do? Don't waste time. Just go to your screen. I'll show you example. Forget Zoom. Some of you might not be able to use it, but if you know how to use Zoom, it's the best. But if you don't want to use Zoom, I do not use Zoom often. What I do is that I use one of the Google tools. So I go to this place. Come here. Oh, sorry. I go to this place. I click. Come here. Go down. You can see now meet. You can say meet. You click on this. When you click on that meet, you can see this is one of the most Google powerful tool. You can create a meeting now, and have a Zoom meeting with someone. I'm using the word Zoom because it's the most popular meeting streaming app software. So now, Google has this premium video meeting now free. You can use it for free, but have a Gmail account, not Yahoo or any other one. So what do? Forget about this place. You can click on this. It says create a meeting for later. What it means is that if you want to have that meeting in 1 hour, you can click on this one and schedule the time you want to create a meeting. But if you want to create an instant meeting instantly and have that meeting with that client, you can create on this one. I'll click on it so that you understand how it is done. So let me click on it. You can see you can just see me now. You can just see my face.
Please, sir, it's not showing, sir.
Your screen seems to have frozen.
Would you share your screen, please?
You can see now. You've seen me now. You can see that it is ready. But why it's not opening is because I'm on another Zoom meeting, so it will not open. If you do it on your system, you will start seeing yourself on the screen. What do? You come here, you copy this link, click on it.
So your screen is not showing. I cannot see what's happening.
Copy meeting link. You carry this meeting link now and go and paste your clients, paste your fellow freelancers. If you're having difficulty with your job and you want to talk to me, he said, hi,
he is on through Zoom and I'm trying to get his attention.
You're telling me on a video call through your phone. No. For you to share your screen for me, you need to come here and share me this link. This link you just created. Once you share me, I will be able to admit you. You will be able to admit me your meeting, and I can be able to see what you're
Instructor.
doing on your screen. I can be able to see whether you're watching
Can you hear me?
or you're doing the job that they ask you to do. And that way, you can be able to talk to me or the clients. So this is the most important part.
Hello, can you hear me,
of
instructor?
This Google tools. If you don't know how to use this, you'll be struggling. And one thing you need to understand is that these clients do not have time. Immediately they're online, follow them up. Do not waste time. If you do not follow them up, what will they do? The next client in line that is active, hire that person. So you need internet. You need to be online when you're bidding for a job. And you need to have that notification on your phone. Once you have it, and the client says, let's schedule a meeting, wherever you are, start running home. That is what I do most of the times. When they call me, if I'm driving to somewhere, or I'm in a public transport, or wherever I am, if I have my laptop, I'll get down, find the nearest hotel, set my system, and boom, off I go with the meeting. And oftentimes, by the end of that meeting, they will send you a contract. And when they send you a contract, it means that you will start earning. And when you start earning, what do? You use it to pay your bills. It means that what you're doing is working. Do we understand?
Hello? Hello, instructor. Can you hear me?
Do you understand? Can someone hear me?
Can you hear me? Hello? Hello?
Can someone hear me?
Can you hear me?
No,
Hello,
sir.
instructor.
Yes. So since everyone can hear me.
Hello, can you hear me? Hello?
I can hear you loud and clear.
Okay, please hold on a second. We lost you like 10 minutes ago. Okay, what happened? We were seeing you, we were listening to you, but your screen was not moving right from Google Meet when you were trying to describe Google Meet. So your screen was not moving. You shared the file for the other proposal, for the Upwork proposal. But when you changed to Google Meet and you wanted to talk about Zoom and other communication tools, your screen was not moving. So that's where we stopped.
Okay. Well, okay, that's fine. Let me continue with the Upwork. This is let me go to the hourly rate part. I just showed you the fixed one, and I'm going to write a different proposal as well. For those who are maybe into sales, maybe those who are into sales, because I'm a salesperson. I sell a lot, and I also studied marketing in school. So, which is you can say, like, I want to sales assistant. Any job you want in Upwork, you type it there, it will show you. So I will apply for a job and write a proposal. And please, this I want to type now, I want to write now. Do not copy it. It has been used on Upwork a lot of times. So if you copy it, there are chances that your client will just see it and know that you're not serious. So you see this kind of job now. This experienced real estate code caller is one of the most popular jobs on Upwork, because there are a lot of real estate companies in the US, in Canada, in UK, and wherever they may be. There are a lot of real estate is a hot cake, and they are looking for a lot of virtual assistant and code caller. Code caller means that you are going to be calling people leads. They call it lead generation. You're going to be calling those people to ask them if they're interested in what your company is doing. So now I want to send a proposal for this kind of job, because I know that once you're in Upwork, you see this a lot. Even as a virtual assistant, even if you're not doing this, you will see it. It always appear on your timeline. And this job now seems like, you see this job now, this particular one, do not apply for jobs like this that says send recording to this. Okay, this is nice. Please must send a resume and voice. Okay, this is okay. But the one that says send your proposal through email or contact me through email, please do not apply for it. It's a fake job. You will just waste your connect. They will respond to you, but they will take you to Telegram. And any job that takes you to Telegram from Upwork is a fake job. Do not listen to them. They will tell you to send your ID, your international passport, or whatever they use it for. I don't know. But please, any job that takes you to Telegram, avoid it. So I'm going to submit this proposal so that you can see my proposal, this so that you can see how I write some of the proposal I use. And this proposal has won me job on Upwork before, and it's been a long time that I used it. So do not try to use it. What you can do is that you can try maybe be wasting your connect. So I'm just going to to type how this works. Okay, I'm trying to okay, I'm trying to do okay.
Hello, is it only me or is there a connection issue?
I think there's a connection issue or something. My own video is even showing.
He mistakenly muted himself. Just wait.
Can someone hear me, please?
Okay, back online, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
okay, so I was showing you what needs to be done. If you look at this job is legit. The client is paying $5 per hour, and you're going to be working 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. US Eastern Time. And you can also start from 4 p.m.
Not being shared.
Oh, my screen is not shared.
No, it's not.
Okay. Can you see it now?
Awesome.
So this jobs is legit, like I said before, and this work is $5 per hour. It means that if they give you this job, you work between 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. US Eastern Time, or 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern Time, EST. So, and you can see that the client payment is verified. I've said that before. And the client is looking at paying you $5 to $7 per hour, and the project is 6 months. This is a good job post. So you can bid for a job like this, and if the client says he wants more than 30 hours a week, when you see this on Upwork, it means that you're going to be working 40 hours a week. So if you calculate this money, $5 pay, 40 hours a week, that is how much you're going to be getting by the end of the week, if you do that 40 hours. But if the client asks you to do 40 hours and you're doing another thing, or maybe you go for your wedding or go for your normal business, you end up doing like 10 hours a week. That is what you're going to get paid for. So some of us that have been up for a long time, we stay at home almost all the time because we have to do something. And when you do something for a long time, that is what you earn. So going down, you can understand that the client says that it has about 2 to 9 people. It's a small company. It's a good fit for new, for young freelancers. You can just come here. You can see, oh,
I think your signal is very down.
oh, Are we back?
We are here. You left and came back. We are here.
Okay, so I was sharing my screen before. I'll just go back to it again. So I'm going to apply for this job, regardless, just to show you an example. But when you see something like this, some clients will say they want client from Europe, UK,
Yes.
Nigeria. When you see the one that says it wants a particular country and you're not in that country, please do not waste your connect, except your niche is a very important niche. For those that are teachers, like teachers on Upwork, their niche are one of the most important niche, and they don't struggle for jobs. I think they call them Montessori. That's what they call them. Yeah, something like that, Montessori. So I have a friend who is in Enugu, and she's a virtual assistant, but she specializes on Montessori. As I'm talking to you, she has about 5 jobs. As I'm speaking to you right now, I know she's working. That's for sure. So she's worked just like this.
Welcome back.
What's going on?
So,
But your network is terrible.
I don't know. I have a MiFi that it just goes off. I don't know, but I'm glad we can continue. I'm sorry for the interruption. So I'll go ahead to share my screen like I was doing before. So I'm applying for this. You know, I told you guys that if you do not meet you do not meet all the client preferred qualification, you may still submit a proposal, but the client will see that the proposal does not meet the following criteria. So what do? If you still want to apply, maybe you feel like you have a superpower. So now your profile, this lady profile is showing $5. Assuming your own is showing $10, you can just come here to change it. I want to bid for this job. I want to get this job, and I'm sure I want to get it. What do? I put 4 here. Just click 4. Make sure you clean all the 0 there. Click 4. When you click 4, it taps somewhere on your destiny. Tap. You can see this is how much you're going to this job. And if you get this job, you will collect 3.20 per hour. So what do? You come here. I'm going to write that proposal for you to see now. Okay, so you can start with hello. You can start with hello. You can say I have you can say I have over three years of experience in telemarketing. I don't know if anybody understand what I mean by telemarketing. Telemarketing, sales, and customer support. So customer support over the phone. Sorry, over the phone and email. You can also say chat. Now you can say here. You can also say I can also do lead generation. Lead generation is just more like a code calling. And you must understand that lead generation is you calling people and asking them if they are interested in what you're doing. It is called leads in the US, lead generation. So you do leads. Like you can do that by call. You can do that by email as well. So you can say, okay, now for me, I'll say a big tech tech savvy, and excellent communication. I will edit this at the end of this writing is, you see, now this first line I'm going to share one screen. I'll send it to the host. Maybe you can drop it on your platform. I'm going to show you when you send your proposal, what the client see once you send a proposal. They don't see all your proposal, they see your first one line. You see this line now, what you write here will determine if the client will hire you or not, or open your proposal. So what you do is that the first you are going to write here, you can say, I said, hello, I have over 3 years experience in telemarketing, sales, and customer support over the phone and chat. I've already explained that I have a working experience for 3 years doing sales and customer support over phone and email chat. I said I can also do lead generation. I'm a big tech savvy and excellent communication skill. What am I trying to pass a message here? I'm trying to tell this client that I'm a tech person. I've understood how to use all those Office, Microsoft Words, and all these tools like HubSpot and Mojo Dialers. I'm trying to tell the client that I already understand that part and I have good communication skill. Now, your second paragraph is where you're now telling the client what you're going to do for him or her. You can say that, for example, the client is looking for experienced real estate caller. You can say, I'm going to go to my archive and bring the one I have written before. Give me a moment, please. Give me a moment, please. You can say, okay, I have it. Okay, so I'm going to be adding something to this one I've written so that you can see, and you can see what I am doing. You can say, I currently have premium access to Canva, to Canva Pro, and I can also update and maintain your website. Now, what you need to understand is that all these people have a website. And when you say you're maintaining website, you're not building a website. That's not what you're doing. You are simply updating. You're updating the website because when you want to post the new house your boss is selling, you're going to update that on the website. Nobody will do it for you. And it's quite simple. If you can sit down in one day and understand how to put something on a website, and some of them are just WordPress. So anybody can do WordPress, which is quite easy. So you can say that and leave it there. You can also say, I have, because he knows you're in Nigeria, he knows that we don't get better light. You can say, I have a reliable. So please, when I'm typing, also make sure that you have Grammarly on your laptop, because you cannot trust yourself to always write a good English. So what do you do? You can have a Grammarly. Grammarly will help you correct your errors, grammatical errors, or where you're making mistake. No need to worry. Grammarly will do all those things for you for free. I'm using it for free, and it has been helping me for more than 5 years on Upwork. So you can now say, okay, I have a reliable, high-speed internet, and a conducive workspace. You see, a conducive workspace. So the second line, you're telling the client that you have the tools, you have the internet. Internet is like a tool. You have a table, that is conducive workspace, a quiet place or an office. You are telling the client that you already have that. Client do not want to be worried that you're working and someone is distracting you. They don't want that because once they hire you, you're just like a real staff. The only difference is that you're not being supervised. You're working from wherever you are. So the client cannot be able to supervise what you're doing and how you're doing that job. But what you tell the client here can assure the client that you have a very good environment to do his or her job. Do you understand that my point now? So when you write this, you can just leave it there. You can go down. Always let the client know that you are looking. This is not what I'm supposed to write, but I'll just say, thank you for this opportunity, and I look forward to your feedback. If you're smart enough, if your client is in Russia or they're in Australia or they're in New Zealand, check their weather. Check if their weather they're in summer or winter. If they're in winter, you can come down and say warm regards. Those are the things that warm up the client's heart. You understand that you already understand where they are, like all those stuff. They like that. But if the client is probably, let's say they're in UK and this is a summertime, you can say kind regards. But those of the clients in Canada, because I know they're always there, their country is always very cold, or 24 hours a year. So what you can say that warm regard. They know that you care about them. You can now put your name here, Informa or something. You don't need to put your two names. If you like, you can put Informa, anything you want, your surname. What do? You can now go down here. You can now go down here and boost your distance. Don't always use this, except the job has been posted for a long time. Like let's say yesterday, 4 hours ago, 2 hours ago, and you want the client to consider you, you can say boost this. At the end of the time, this is also not a null proposal. I'm also going to share a proposal template with your host. You will share it on your platform. So you can from there and know how to have, if you're someone that likes to have a long proposal, you like to write fill all the page, I have that for you. But this is how I write my proposal. I keep it direct to the point, short and very precise. I do not have time to send a lot of long time proposal. The client will get bored. Have 1, 2, 3 line and conclude your proposal. So this is how to do it. If you do it this way, it is possible and 100% possible that you get a job. And let me also surprise you that client has a way of giving new freelancers opportunity. It is when you start getting job, when you have earned like sometimes you will do a job that will pay you like $4,000 USD. You find out that you find it difficult getting a job probably in the next 1 week or 2 weeks. Because when clients see your profile, you will see that you have done a lot of jobs. You will see that there are a lot of jobs pending. You will say this person is already a pro. You will now want to find those freelancers like you who do not have that work experience on Upwork. Some of them will train you. And please, anytime you're writing your proposal, please include that you do not mind to be trained. And all of them oftentimes are paid training. I've done a training that they paid me between $70 to $200. They trained me, they paid me, and they still gave me the job. So always, if you see a job that requires that you don't understand, the one that is difficult, please let them know that you do not mind to be trained. The client understand that you're honest. The client understand that you have that that approach of being like very honest. They like people that are honest. So if you go to Upwork with dishonesty and you tell a client that you're going to start your job in 1 hour, in 2 hours you're still telling the client, I'm in the traffic, they will cancel your contract and give you a bad review. If you have a job, please stay at home and do your job. By the time you close your job, you can go wherever you want. Do you understand? So I'm going to be sharing another also proposal template for you guys to roll with. But for those who are very smart and that can grab this thing easily, learn to write not so short proposal, not so too many proposal, but be direct to the point. Tell the client what you're going to do for him or her. Do not focus on yourself. It is about the client when you're writing a proposal. After the client gives you the job, it now becomes all about you. You people are exchanging where you are facing. When you apply for that job, remember it's about the client that time so that you can win the job. When you get the job and the client sends that contract and you get that email, that will be one of the happiest moments of that day or that week because some contracts are big. So when you get that contract, you now position yourself. The client can now contact you outside Upwork. Usually they do WhatsApp. They do not do Telegram. Often, all the job I've done, I tell the client to download WhatsApp. If you also have money, you can buy US line or UK line, or there are software you can buy. You can buy that with your ATM card, and also use that to do WhatsApp. From there, the client can be able to call you or also send you quick messages. Because if it's through email on Upwork, you will not be there all the time. But through personal message like WhatsApp, you're able to understand the client very well and quick jobs. I have loads of clients, and those who have ended my contract, I still have them. I have people in Canada, I have people in UK, I have people in Australia. I see them that they're online, but I no longer work for them. And I do not contact them because against the ethics. Once you're done with someone's job, leave that person alone. If the person wants you, he will call you to come back. So when you have this, you have sent the proposal, you can now pray. And please, I don't know if some of you believe in prayer. Anytime I want to submit a proposal, please, I pray. It has worked for me, it has worked for people in my group, we all pray. Put it in the hand of God, it will work. You might think it doesn't work, but I'm a witness. And I've been successful in that line. So if you apply it, I'm sure that it would work for you. So before I move to the next segment, which is the tools you're going to be understanding, like the Excel and spreadsheet and how to use your Google document, I would like the host to probably ask questions so that we can move to the next segment.
All right, thank you very much. I think you may want to drink some water here also. We were supposed to have breaks, but we were cutting off a lot of time, so that's why I didn't bring up the break again. So that
it's all right. I'm not tired. We can go on for 2 hours. I'm not tired.
Yeah, but some of us are tired.
It's all right. So,
all right, we have a couple of questions here. I will just ask like 3 quickly so that we can get back to the training. And people can use, and somebody's raising their hand. Although we have said we'll not allow people to raise their hands, but I don't know. Maybe this person has observation. Based on things that have happened, we should. Jemima Eric, what is the issue? Can you unmute yourself and tell us what is the issue, if you have any suggestion for us? Is Jemima there? Okay. What about Lucy Nduwisi? You have something for us? We don't have much time. In 1 minute, if you have something, just quickly state it and we move on.
Hello.
Hi.
Yes.
Please, I don't know. I wanted to ask question before it skips my mind. I don't know if I should type it.
Ask now. You have the floor now. There's no point typing. Ask now. You have 30 seconds.
One of the questions is about the connect. I do not understand that. Is it something you get once you get an Upwork?
Okay. Do you have another question, or should I just roll with it?
Please, I have another.
Please ask at once.
Okay. No. Sorry, you've answered other ones you've answered the other questions. So it's just this one for now. Thank you.
Okay, so I talked about the Upwork Connect. Please, I'd like you to understand that immediately you create a job, you create a profile on Upwork, and your profile is complete. Upwork gives you what they call about 50 to 100 connects. That's what they give you. When they give you that connect, the connect is for you to use it to bid for a job, write a proposal. With that connect, you cannot be able to send proposal. Do you understand? So when your proposal finish and you're not able to get a job, you can buy from your Naira account. You can attach your, make sure that the name you use in opening Upwork is the same name you have in your bank account. If it's different, even if you make $20,000 in Upwork, you will not be able to cash it out or bring it out. Do you understand? So it is important that when your connect finish, you can just attach your debit card to your Upwork profile. You can buy as low as you can buy as low as $1 to $22 connect. If you buy $22 connect, it will be about 140 or 20 about thereabout connect. Then if you're buying for $1 connect, it will be about 10 connect. If you're buying for, let's say, $9, it becomes about 80 or 60 connect. So that is that for you. Without the connect, you cannot be able to bid for job. That is why I'm laying emphasis on you writing a good proposal. So that when you write a good proposal and you get a response, Upwork will dash you 10 connect for responding. And that will be all.
Thank you very much. That's all. We need to move on with the class because of our time. All other questions will be answered while we're having the class or by the end of the class.
I would like to answer the last. There's somebody that says Engineer Stella. Engineer Stella says, how do we get the Grammarly?
Okay.
I think Grammarly is a Ukrainian software. I think they are based in Ukraine. With that Grammarly, you can be able to you can be able to correct, even if you write the words English, Grammarly will be able to correct it for you. It will be showing you a red link on that line where you made a mistake. Once you click on it, the Grammarly will change it for you. You don't need to type anything again. So you can just go to your browser and type latest Grammarly download or download Grammarly. You can see how it will give you step by step how you can embed it in your system. If you're writing anything on your system, whether you're sending an email, you're typing, whatever you're doing on your work that requires typing, Grammarly will help you to correct those English and make it. I think that will be all. Hello, can someone hear me?
Yes, we can hear you. I'm just trying to run through all the questions and see if there's anyone we can bring up. But I think most of the questions are quite simple and they're being answered in their DMs. So let us proceed with the class.
Okay. Okay. I will not be able to answer this last question someone just said now. So if I do not clear it now, it might get this one along the line. So if someone is asking, we don't have a skill, what soft skill can we try out? That is an important question. If someone with a CPN asked everyone, and I'm happy to answer your question by saying that everyone has a skill. You just haven't developed it yet. If you know you type very well, it's a skill you can do on Upwork. You call yourself typist. If you know you can edit photo, then that's a skill. If you know that you can edit a video, you call yourself a video editor. You can be able to get jobs. If you know how to do administrative work or how to send email, reply to people, customers on Facebook, on IG, on Twitter, and the rest of them, you're doing a virtual assistant job. And that's what they call administrative assistant. If you know how to research something online as a researcher, you can become a researcher on Upwork. If you know how to develop children curriculum, like as a Montessori person, like if you're a teacher, you can also become a Montessori expert on Upwork. What it means is that you help people develop classes, how children can learn and the rest of them. If you're a web developer, you can be able to do that. Then if you do not have a skill, please, you can start learning from today. You can just develop interest in something. If you like UI UX design, I can recommend where you can learn them. It's quite easy, or you can go to YouTube. It's one of the best university. You can learn from YouTube of any skill you want. Anything you want to learn, go to YouTube and type it. It will show you how to do that. Even if you want to learn how to make amala, they will show you on YouTube, and it will be live video. Then you can also learn from your system to back it up. So we are moving on to the next segment. The host, are you there?
Yes, I'm here. I'm trying to reply some simple questions that.
Okay, Obara Solomon. When anytime you send a proposal, it can be 2 proposals, it can be 6. It doesn't pass 6. It's always from 6 down. 6, 4, 6, 4, 2. 6, 4, 2, 6, 4, 2. That's what you have. So that's what you lose. Proposal. At the time, anytime you send a proposal, whether you use 2 connect in sending it, and if a client replies you, you get 10 connect back for just responding to that proposal. So can we move forward with the next?
Yes, kindly proceed, sir.
Okay. If you can see my screen, please let me know.
Not yet. Please share.
Okay.
Can't see it.
I'm sure you can be able to see it now.
It's booting now. It will come up in the next few seconds. Okay. Gmail.
Please, but I have one question that would escape my memory. Please, can I just ask, please?
Please ask. Please ask.
Okay. Good evening, everybody. In that area of a proposal where you're putting a proposal, in the place where you see attachment, does it mean that you're not going to attach anything there? Just write where you need to write. You can jump up, you can jump that area, you can escape that area without attaching any document there.
Okay, this particular place, you asked a very important question. And I'm still in that place. Look at this place now. You have attachment. So a lot of times, you do not need to upload your resume or like your CV on Upwork, because your profile is your online CV. I have explained that before. Your profile is your online CV. So how you edit your profile is your CV or your resume, whatever you can call it. That is your online stuff. So now, if you're going forward, you do not need to submit your CV. If you're applying for a job that says you are a graphic designer, and the client, some job will say that we need to see, send me your sample of work. Some proposal will say it. You will come here and attach the proposal you have done before, the job you have done before. If you're a researcher and you have researched before, and you added them on a cell, you can just copy the link and paste for the client here, or share the client the link.
Yes, sir. Your screen is still on Gmail, not on Upwork.
Okay. Okay, my screen is still here. Oh,
yes, yeah.
Okay. I think I need to share this place. I will new share. Okay. Okay, I'm sharing this place. Okay, so can you see where I am now?
Okay, yes, yes.
So now I was explaining that if some work will ask you to send your previous job experience or sample of work, they are not asking for your CV. They are simply asking for what you have done before. So they call it project. You can say project catalog or your portfolio. Your portfolio is not your CV, is what you've done before. If you are an event manager, you have designed flyers before and on Canva, or you're using Adobe, or you're using the Photoshop, they are asking for that you have done for other clients before. You can just come here and upload it. If you click here now, it will see what it will write. You can see. You can just upload anything here if you like. So once you click on it, you can just upload. Then you can upload up to 5 to 10 stuff here, document here. After uploading, make sure what you're uploading is important stuff. Some clients will ask you to upload your internet speed. Just go to fast.com. Once you click fast.com, you can share, you can mount your screen of your laptop and save it on your system, your desktop. Make sure that you're doing this on the day you have the most important, like your internet is running, like your internet is so fast. Do it that day, or go to any place that the internet is so fast. Mount your screen to show that your internet is quite fast. You can now come and attach it here. The client will be able to see that you said you have a reliable, high-speed internet. You add it here. The client will know that you're not just saying it, but you're backing it up with proof. That's what it means.
All right, thank you very much. And sorry,
No.
and in the area of setting up your profile again, on that, where on the place you see portfolio, is there anything you're going to add there, or you're leaving it vacant?
Now this is
my own profile is 100% too, but I did not add anything on that portfolio.
Okay. So what is your niche on what is your niche?
My niche is a researcher. What's it called? My niche is a virtual assistant.
That is not your. What is your niche? Like you shouldn't be thinking about your niche. Like inside the virtual assistant, what do you do for a client? What do you do? What do you specialize on?
I specialize in assisting in doing some work like sending mails, typing. I can type. I can do any other thing in the system apart from designing, creating a website and all of that. I can do some more this administrative work.
Okay, I'll just answer you in one sentence so that I can move to the class. I'd like to tell you that you do not have a niche, and this will be a problem for you in the long run. If I ask you what do you do for a living, you will probably you cannot tell me that you're a virtual assistant. You probably tell me that you're a web developer, or you're a researcher, or you are UI design, or you are a data analyst, or you are this person. You have to give me something I can go with. You can't tell me you're a virtual assistant. You need to give me something. Inside the virtual assistant, hold on. Inside the virtual assistant, what do you do for it? You can't tell me that you just type and respond to email. That is the general skill everyone should have. Even if anybody can have that skill, is like a fundamental human right. It's a basic human right. Like that's what it means. But apart from that, what do you do for that client? Are you a researcher? Are you a designer? Are you a sales? Are you a sales assistant, or are you a sales manager? Are you a property manager? This is what I want you to do. Go to your profile. You're a researcher. Good. Now, if you're a researcher, that research you have done for people before, outside Upwork, whether it is inside Upwork or outside Upwork, carry that thing and go and put in that your project catalog. That is your project.
Okay.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
So I'm moving to this place. Can someone see my, okay, new share? Okay. Okay, so Now I want to show you something. Gmail account. Can you see it? Can you see my screen?
Yes, we can see your screen.
If you're using Chrome, that is the latest one, see what you have here. You must see this on your right-hand side. After setting, you see this thing like a block dot, about 12 dots. So you can click on it. When you click on it, you are seeing account, which is your own account. You're seeing search, map. Everything you're looking for this word is in this place. You're seeing YouTube. You don't need to go and be typing YouTube. And also do YouTube. If you want to get Google Map, if you want to get Google Map, you can just go here. If you want to get the latest news from Google, you can go here. But that's not what you need. What you need is here. Pick this interest on this one. This one is how to create a virtual meeting. This one is to create a virtual meeting like this one we are having now. Like this Zoom we are having now. If you do not have time to download Zoom or that, you can just go here and create Zoom meeting for your classmates or for your boss or for anybody to have, so that you can be able to see the person live and share your screen. This is what you can have here. Now, after this one, this is your Google Drive. This is where you can store all your documents. You can just click on it. Any document you have, don't worry about trying to put it on a flash or anything. Gone are days that you do that. You can put all your degrees, your resume, your everything, or any document, even your certificate, just put it here. So that when you're sending an email or doing anything, you can just attach them. You do not need to go and be looking for having them on your desktop of your laptop or buying flash. No, I don't use flash. It's been a long time I use flash. All my documents are here. Even my pictures, everything is here, is in this drive. Now, this one is called Google Calendar. This is how you can schedule appointment. If you're working with a client, you can come here and schedule appointment. Once that day reach, it automatically send email to your client or to whatever you want to do. So you can see that. You can see that we have calendar. It's one of the most important things you learn as a virtual assistant. Then, for those of you who want to translate stuff, now they say you want to translate Portuguese. Some of you will go to Google and be typing. No, just come here, click on it, you'll start translating. You can come here and store your photos if you want. These ones are not really for shopping and the rest of them, but this is one of the most important one here. You can see, for those who are doing finance, for those who are bookkeepers, or those who are accountants, you can always use this. But you see this one here, and this tool, this is one of the most important Google tool you're going to be using to do your virtual assistant job. If you do not have it, I'm sorry, to be difficult. I'll show you before I will click on this. I'll show you the job I've done for a client so that maybe you can understand what I'm talking about. So look at here. Look at this place. Oh, I'm signed out. Okay, look at this place. I need to sign in. So this is something that I've been able to do for a client. You can see I have to sign in, but I'll just keep it for now. So you can just come here. What am I doing? Okay, you can just come here. Let's just start with the new one. I'm trying to show you. I want to put data on this sheet. Then you can see, and this can also serve as an Excel. Then when you click on it, leave all this one to-do list. You're not using it. Annual budget, monthly budget. If you're doing this, you can select any of this. This person that's calling. Then you can just click on this blank one. here, when you click on it, let me continue with the class. You can say here, you see for those who want to type Google document, for your boss is asking you to type a document. Typing is different from data. You can just click on this one. You do not need to download Microsoft Word on your system. Like the way you go to Computer Village, they will ask you, they want to put that for you. You do not need it. From here, once you click here, it will take you directly where you can type stuff. Anything you want to type, you can just type it here. Anything you want to type. If you want to do finance, it's here. But this is the two I wanted to focus on. These two and this one. These two and this one and these two. See, these two. The most important you should learn here is this, and these two here. After this class, whenever you have time, start learning how to use this. Once you learn how to use this, you have, okay, so I'm back to where we are. Are you still seeing my screen?
Yes.
Yes, we can
Okay.
still see your
Yes,
screen.
yeah.
Okay, so this is where you do all the data analysis. This is where you do all the data work. You can see it now. This is Excel. You can say, you can call it a spreadsheet if you want, but you can see what I have here. You can see when I started. Now, if you open a new what to talk about, I'll give an example on election is.
Unmute yourself, please. You are mute.
Okay, are we still together?
Yes.
So and I'm working on this right now. For those of you who didn't understand what I was doing before, I will start by saying, just go here. When you go here, click on this. Click on this. It will load. Once it loads, forget all these ones. Click here. You're doing a new job. Once you click here, you have this. This thing will appear. And the most important thing in Nigeria right now is election. Then you can say Nigeria election. Election. So what you're about to do now is what they call data. What you're about to do now is data. So it's saving. This, immediately you click, immediately you write this and click on tap here, it will save this into your Google Drive, ASAP, immediately. So what do? You come here, you're working for a client wants to know what is happening in Nigeria election. Then you come here and say you have, for example, you have a APC, you have APC, for example. You can start with capital letter because this is your first, this is like a column, like your header. Then you can come here and put a PDP. You can come here and put you can say a Democratic Party. Sorry. So you can see whatever. You can come here and put a Republican. You can come here and put all of those stuff. You can come here and put NPP. I don't know what they call it. Now, what do you have? You're trying to create data. You're trying to make the client in Canada or US or Australia understand what is happening in Nigeria. And the client is not aware. So you give him a data to understand. So let's say these people, APC, have 20,503 delegates. You can see here, delegates here. So because this thing is bigger, you want to have space to write something, and you're worried that how you're to enlarge this, about this, the PDP people, and you're sure that you're going to write something that will exceed this column, you can also bring it up. You're going to talk about these people, you can also, it gives you space to write. Don't worry to adjust. You keep doing it. You're currently setting, you're currently watering your ground. You're about to walk. So you can see the way it looks. So you type here, you can see, let's say people have let's say 15,304. Then see this people have 11,506, 7. This people have 12,608. Then this people have, so you keep putting those information here. You can see what you have here. Now, if you come here, you want to put people that are working, which are going to contest under this place. You can write the name of the person. You can start by saying Femi is contesting here. You can put, then you put another person. You keep putting it that way. Then when you come here, this column noun is for APC. This column noun is for PDP. This column noun is for Democratic Party. This column noun is for Republican. This column noun is for NNPP or something like that. Then you can just enlarge that one. So when you're typing here, it will fall under this place. Now, why are you doing this? You're doing this because when you share this, your link to your client will look at this screen. You understand that in Nigeria, they have about so delegates. In this party, they have about this. In this party, they have about this. Then those who are contesting and their local government, their place of birth, you can add this thing here to, you can keep adding information to, you can add over 5, look at, you can see, 1,000. You can add more. You can add more rows, like add more rows if you like. Now, back to where I was teaching you, you can see that if you add those things here, if you put those information here, one after the other, you can see that it was last edited a seconds ago. If you're working on it and you share this your link to a client, you think the client does not know what you're doing. He knows what you're doing. The client will know whether you have opened this document in the last 1 hour or yesterday. It will show here last edited a seconds ago. Last edited a seconds ago. So, and the good thing is that, for example, you can attach picture here. You can attach a link here. There's nothing, you can insert a link if you want. For example, let me go and copy a link and show you. I'm copying this Canva link. I'm copying this Canva link. Then I come here. Where's my job? Okay, I come here. You can just insert this link. You can see. So you're trying to take all these parties' website. So the client does not want to go and be looking for a website online. You can see now, I have Canva here. The client can just come here and click on Canva. It will take him directly to the website. This is what is called data. You are arranging this data so that the person you're sharing it for, maybe for a project or whatever you're doing, have facade information of what you have been able to do. You do not have to send an email for this. You only need to share this link here. Because you can only share this link here. Once you share this link here, the person will, once you share this link to anybody, the person will see it. And it is important that I say this to you. Look at this. Look at what is loading. You can see it will load now. It will load now. Look at this. This is just a random email I created to do this before this class started. So you can see I'm the owner of this document now. And it says I'm the owner. Now, I want to change it so that Fabulous listening to this can be able to know what I'm doing. I'll come here and change it. Now, I'll copy the link here. Once I copy the link here, if I want Fabulous to only view this document without editing it, I'll click here, viewer. Fabulous can only be able to view it. It can't be able to comment or edit this page. If I want Fabulous to be able to edit this document from our end, I will click here. And once I click here to update, it says permission updated. Once, if I want Fabulous to comment on this, only this column of this APC column, I will click here. Once I click here, I'll copy this link, copy this, and
I can't hear you.
Excuse me, you are hanging. You are hanging.
Problems.
no, it's fine. It's fine. So now I'm still showing you something. You can see what we have here. Can someone do? Okay, this is fine now. So you can see what we have here. So I've told you how you can share your document. You just need to copy this link. So if I copy this link now and share to this class, once I copy this link and share to this class, everybody in this class can be able to edit this document. Everybody in this place can be able to edit this document. Everybody can be able to edit this document. Everybody, once I make it, once I share it for everyone to see. So this is quite simple. Anyone can understand it. You are the owner. You are the sole owner that can grant access to it. Just come here, change it. If you want the person to view it or comment or edit, it's up to you. Once you click editor, it will update. Google will say permission updated. You can say done. Before you say done, copy the link and go and paste it to the person, either on email, on Upwork, or even on WhatsApp. You can paste it anywhere. It is just this link. See, Google document spreadsheet. See. So now you're done. Once you're done, it was last edited 4 minutes ago. And if you're online, another person is editing this particular work you've done, you'll be seeing the person mouse moves. You'll be seeing a yellow, something like a yellow mouse, like sign. It means that the other person that you granted access is also working on it. You can also be working on it while the person works. You can simultaneously both work on it. That is the power of this Google tool. Now, if you understand this particular part, and you cannot understand it by just looking at it, you need to practice it. You need to find, if you're a business owner, you can use this to keep record. If you're a student, you can use this to keep record. Whatever you're doing as a person, you can use this to keep record of the people you're dealing with, how much you have paid them, the business they're dealing with you, their website, their phone number, their picture. It can include everything here. Now, if you don't want to do this, you want to type, you can still go to this place. You can still go to this place and come here and click document. You can see what will happen now. What will happen is we are going to type. Now, you no longer have a data table, a column. You're just going to be typing. You're just going to be typing here. You can type anything here, like say you are applying for application. You can say application for this application for ATM request, and you want to underline it. You can just come here and underline it. You can see. If you want to put it at the middle, some of you understand this already. If you want to put it at the middle or at the center, you can use one of all these tools to put it at the middle. You can just come here and type dear Sam, blah, blah. Those things people type. This is God document. But before you do that, you need to give this document a name. Look at, because I typed something already, Google is trying to tell me that this is what this letter is all about. And it's already said application for ATM request in my drive. What do? You click here. It is already saved. And this document is already in your drive. So even if your system goes off, or there's power outage by force, or it was cut immediately, or your system died off, whatever you're doing will be saved in your drive. You don't need to come back and say, oh, I didn't save it. No, it will be in your drive. You can continue when next you come online. Does anyone understand what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
Yes, sir.
Yes. So these tools, these two Google tools, you cannot do anything online without it. It's actually very important. Once you're doing a virtual assistant job, you need to understand it. Some people will not tell you the basic. And what I'm trying to tell you now is the basic. We are not, for this class, which is Learn, we are trying to tell you the basic thing you need to know. And this is one of these, the fundamental, is the basic. Not just N and N and N. You need to understand what to do for you to earn. And how do you do that? Is by knowing how to use some of all this software. Once you understand it, when you're applying for a job, you're confident. You're not afraid because you understand what to do. And some of you that are in this class, the way it is done is, the aim of this whole thing is to collaborate. If you're a freelancer and you miss something, you can always request for that Zoom meeting with your friend that can show you on your system. Do not say, let me call you on video call so that you can see it. No, create a Zoom meeting. Create that meeting I showed you, that Google Meet. Click on it and create that so that the person can be able to show you the way you're watching my screen now. That is what the client wants you to do. When you're doing a job that the client does not like, the client will just come online and send you and tell you to create a meeting ASAP. You cannot be calling your host and say, hey, please, how do I create a meeting? No, just go to your Gmail and create a meeting and position yourself. The client will tell you what you're doing right or what you're doing wrong. And let me tell you, there's another thing that you might forget and you make a mistake. Before you share your document to your client, if you're still working on it, if you share it to your friend and your friend is working on it, the client will know that you have shared it to your friend though. So it is important that whatever you're doing, you're careful, because it will give your clients a room to say that you're sharing a particular information to another person, and the client might want to use that to terminate your contract. So that is why I recommend that if you do not understand anything, this is where using that Google Meet comes in, for you to share your screen so that your friend in Lagos can be able to show you what you're doing right, if you understand what you're doing. Or if you're calling me, I can be able to stay here and tell you what to do without having access to your document. Because once you give me that link, I have access to it. Even if it's in 1 year, I will have access to it. So if you guys understand what we just said, we can move on. But if anyone have a question, you can just go ahead to ask, because I think I've cleared this.
Hello, sir.
Yes.
Thanks for this session. It's really educative and I enjoyed the class. So I just want to ask a question, that if maybe peradventure after sharing the work with probably the person one is working with, are you now saying that before one we share with the client, one will now need to like change it from maybe editor stuff before sending to that client? Or I just want to get that part correctly.
Okay, please unmute yourself, so that I can answer you. Now, if it's what you're asking, that is the right thing to do. The job is for the client, not for you. You are a contractor. So once you're sending it to your client, you need to make the client an editor so that the client can be able to make corrections or tell you that what you're doing is not right. Now, if you want to share this document, If you are finished doing the job for a client, it's now
Yes.
part of your portfolio. You want to share it to a future person you're doing a job for. You apply for a job, and you want to tell the person that you have done this job before. You can share it and make the person a viewer. This person cannot be able to steal your document.
Okay. I think I get it right now. Thank you, sir.
All right. Next person. Hello. Are we still here?
Yes, we are here. We can hear you.
Yes.
I'm still waiting for more questions on this particular segment so that we can move on to the last one.
Okay, but there are no questions in the chat box. Nobody's raising their hand.
Okay, so we'll
move on.
So, okay, we'll move on. Okay, so the last one I'm going to talk about is while we talked about what you can do on Upwork to earn money and offer skill and earn money, we're also talking about how you can receive that money down here in Nigeria. And how can you do that? I'm going to be sharing my screen again. I'm going to be sharing my screen again. So I'm going to be sharing my screen again. So I'm going to type something. So for some of you who do not have who is yet to register on Upwork, this is the quick and the most secure way to receive your money internationally. Pioneer is secured, and you can receive payment in the next 10 minutes. If I send you money now from Pioneer, you can receive it in the next 5 minutes. Whether I'm sending $100 or I'm sending $10,000, you can receive it before you keep anything. You've received it. You get a lot of email that you have received the payment. So,
and this Pioneer,
you can try it on my account.
Okay, thank you. Now, this Pioneer is, if this is the only platform, this is the only online platform that Upwork allows you to attach on your profile. So I'll say it again that if you're creating a profile, and you have 3 options of receiving payment. If you're in Nigeria, you can attach your Naira account. It means that if you receive $400 on Upwork for the job you've done, Upwork will convert it and send it to your Naira account. It will usually take about 7 days. 7 days. And they will pay you in Naira and also in CBN rate. Then moving on to domiciliary account. For domiciliary account, you can go to any bank of your choice. If you already have an account with any bank, it is easier for you to open a domiciliary account. You can just walk into your bank, they will create it for you. So we'll ask you for $20 to $100. You can just buy the dollar and go there and create that account. And the money is still your money. You can also withdraw it after creating your account. What it means is that you are the owner of the account and you're paying that money to the account to activate it, just the way you open a savings account. Now you go to Upwork and put your account number there. If you're creating an account on Upwork, once you click Nigeria, they will show you Access Bank, Polaris Bank, UBA. They are all there. Those are keywords. It will be appearing. You click on your own, so you put account number. You put everything, will say save. It will now, once you do it, it will now take 3 days for you to start receiving payment on that account that you attached. Each time you attach a new payment on Upwork, it will take 3 days for them to verify it, and you can start receiving money on that account. Domiciliary account is one of the quickest way to also receive money. But some of us want to do it this way. We open a Pioneer account. Now, we like to save money on our Pioneer account because For example, if you're working on Upwork and you have, like, let's say you have done a job of $2,000 and you leave it on your Upwork account. If you have problem tomorrow, and if Upwork suspend the account, you cannot be able to get that money. And if your account have problem, Upwork will restrict you from withdrawing that money. You cannot be able to withdraw it. So when you earn up to a particular amount, it is always advisable that you move it to your domiciliary account or to your Pioneer account. From your Pioneer account, you can send it to your domiciliary account. It will take only 1 business days to send it to your account. And if you want to get it the next day, do not send it after business hour. Send it during working hour so that you can receive it the next day. If you send it outside working hour, it will take 2 days for you to receive it. Your payment is secured. You can simply walk to a bank and withdraw your money in dollars. And how can you open a Pioneer account? It's quite easy. You can sign up with your email. You must have a government verified ID. You can create a password just the way you're opening an Upwork account. Once you create it, Upwork will tell you to wait for them to verify you. They will tell you 3 days, but usually they will verify you before even 30 minutes. You can have Upwork, you can have a Pioneer account. So these are the steps that you can take to open this account easily and quite comfortable. So these are the 2 ways you can receive this money: by Naira account, and also by domiciliary account, and also by Pioneer. Upwork will not allow you to accept payment through PayPal. For some of you that have a PayPal, you ask, can I use a PayPal? No, you cannot use a PayPal on Upwork, cannot attach a PayPal. However, I've seen people attach it, but I'm talking to you as per someone that lives in Nigeria, able to withdraw that money to be extremely difficult because of the restriction. So you can either use Naira account, domiciliary account, or Pioneer account. Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
Are we still together?
Yes, sir.
So these are the ways we can do what we are doing. You can see that I've said ways you can receive money. These are the most important aspects. So then I'm trying to show you probably how you can do them on your. This will take time. So, but these are the 3 ways you can be able to receive money. And please do not share your Upwork password to a friend or to anyone that is not your family member. In fact, it is not necessary to share your account with anyone. And let me also remind you, if you have an Upwork account and you're using your system to open your Upwork account, and your friend comes in to use your laptop to open another Upwork account, they'll block your account. So if you want to do that, you must use different browser. Do not use the same browser to open 2 Upwork account, or try to open 2 Upwork account that with different name. Upwork will see it like you're doing racketing. And they'll definitely suspend you. So any question on this?
Yes. Good afternoon.
Thank you.
Hello, can you hear me?
I can hear you.
Good. Can you please expatiate on what you just said now? You said if you, okay, let me say, is it possible I open different profiles? Would that be restricted too?
And you are the owner of the profile?
Yes, it carries my name. Like it carries my name. Can I open on the same browser?
I'm listening to you.
I said, can I open sign up for different profile that carries my name? Maybe
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, you can do that. I said if a friend. Yeah, I said if a friend or you are trying to sign into someone's account on the same browser, it will likely get you suspended.
Okay. But if it is my name, it will go through.
You can sign in anytime, any way you like.
Okay, no problem. Then okay, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, sorry. Good evening. I have a question.
Please go ahead.
I opened my own Payoneer account. I was expecting them to maybe give me an account number because I don't know how it works. So it got to a place they said I should put the account number of my local bank.
Okay.
And I did. So I don't know if that is correct. I don't know.
Yes, if you had attached your local bank on your Upwork account, that's correct. But like, however, you can only be able to receive
the Payoneer. I mean the Payoneer.
Yes, that's correct. That's correct. Okay. Do not attach your local account. Attach your domiciliary account, which is also local account. But do not attach your Naira account. Do not attach your Naira account because how will they pay you? So they will pay you through your domiciliary account, your dollar account.
Okay, that means I'll have to open a domiciliary account and add the account number there instead of my normal.
Yes, because.
Number. But is there any way I can change it since I've added the
process of sending dollar to Naira? You understand the process of sending dollar to Naira? Yes. So you can just add your domiciliary account to your Payoneer.
Okay, as in I can change because I've added my account number now to the Payoneer. So can I change it to the domiciliary number?
Yes, you can.
Okay. Thank you.
Yes.
Hello.
Yes, go ahead.
Okay, you made mention of accumulating payments, accumulating money in our Upwork account. But if it gets to a certain amount, that it will be restricted or something. So can you please expand on that, please? Hello, did you get my question?
Please go. You have to say it again. I can't hear you.
Okay. I said you made mention of accumulating funds in our Upwork account, that if once it gets to a certain amount, that we won't be able to get the funds out. So can you please expatiate on that, please?
What I said is that if you're fond, can you unmute yourself? If you're fond of living piling up money on your profile account, you must be wary, you must be careful, because if you get yourself, if there's a chances that if anything happens and your account is suspended or anything, then once your account is suspended, you cannot be able to pull out your money. I get tons of messages on my social media account or people. Like last month, Upwork bound suspended a lot of accounts from Nigerians and Philippines. I had folks who have 200 to 1,000 USD on their profile. They cannot be able to withdraw it. What it means is Upwork told them that their account is permanently suspended. And it also means that they cannot be able to get their money. But if you have always worked for some amount, you move your money, then if your account have issue, then you know that you're just losing your account, but you're not also losing your money.
Okay, sorry, about the portfolio. Can you actually add the previous work you have done for people as your portfolio?
Yes,
like can you attach
can
links to the work or something? I don't know.
You have to attach a proof. Like, for example, now they are saying attach your certificate. Like you're applying for a job, they say attach your certificate. So you make a copy of a certificate and attach it. That's what you do. If you have done a job for anyone, whether it is in Upwork or outside Upwork, Put it on your portfolio. That's what you have been able to do. That's your record.
Okay.
Any more questions?
Yes, I have a question on Pioneer.
Okay.
I opened Pioneer with my DOM account. Now, when I opened Upwork, I used a nickname in opening the Upwork. I didn't use the real name. So eventually, I had to use my husband's name because my middle name, I've practically changed both my international passport, driver's license, and everything to my husband's name. But the challenge I have now is I've succeeded in using my husband's name for the Upwork. I changed it to that, but the Pioneer account bears my middle name. I've sent an email to Upwork for them to change my middle name to my husband's name. I'm yet to hear from them. I even uploaded my passport and everything. But where I'm having a challenge now is, do I need to open another DOM account in my husband's name, or I should maintain the other one with my middle name? Can Upwork work with the change name with the other DOM account, which bears my my middle name?
Okay. Your question is your process is a bit complicated for you, and I'd like to say that it's not necessary to add your husband name or your maiden name. You're simply building a profile, and your name is your name. If your name is, for example, Fabulous, so person, and this is what you use in opening an Upwork account, you should just go on with it, because you're going to compound your problem trying to change name. I'd like to say that Upwork support staff can be sometimes quite slow. So this thing can take days, weeks, or even months. So,
no, I've already changed that of Upwork is sorted out. It's the Pioneer now I'm having issues with them changing the Pioneer name, because right now I have the Upwork name because of this verification.
I get you. This is what you do. This is what you do. It's quite simple. Yes, last week I was having, my friend was having issue with payment from Pioneer. He contacted me and said, "Oh, I'm trying to withdraw about 400 USD. I'm having a challenge." And I said, "Okay, if the person happens to be close to where I am," I said, "Okay, come around." I chatted the Pioneer support. I didn't want to send them an email. I chatted their Pioneer support, and they keep telling me that this thing is busy. I said, "No, I keep waiting until someone replied me." When they replied me, the person was able to sort it out that day. And my friend received her payment swiftly. So you can also be able to do that. If you're sending them an email, it might take long. If you go to Pioneer, there's what they call support system. Click there, chat with them. If you can't call them, chat with them. They are quite effective with chat. Once you chat with them, tell them the challenge you're having, and you would like to get it sorted out that day. They will tell you what to do, documents to send to them. And you can do that while you're chatting with them, and they'll get it sorted out for you quickly.
Okay. Okay, if they sort it out now, can they use my my other name for it, since it doesn't correspond with the name?
The name you want to change is what you tell them, this is what you want to add. Like whatever you want to add, the name you want to change is what you'll be telling them. Once you tell them what to change, they will change it for you. They're not going to be telling them that you have the same name with Upwork, you have the same name with this person. No, it's not their business. You want Pioneer to change a particular name for you to be what you have in Upwork. That is what you're going to be tabling for them. And that's what they're going to be doing for you. Because if you keep telling them that in Upwork you have this, they'll get confused. Just tell them that when you're this person and you got married and you're changing your name to something and you have a document to back it up. And this is your account. They will ask you for your date of birth, your password, and all this. Once you get it correctly, they will change it for you.
Okay, so it will not affect the DOM account with my middle name.
See, if you have different names, it's going to affect it. You must bear the same name from A to Z. You can't have a new name in Upwork, in Pioneer you have another name, in DOM account you have another, it was going to affect. You cannot withdraw your money. What I'm saying is that name you said you want to use, if it's in your DOM account, make sure that name bears from your Pioneer to your Upwork. If it's Upwork you want to use, your name in Upwork, make sure it bears it down to your local account. So you must know where to change, where there's a problem. If it's your DOM account, go to your bank, and that one is easier. Go to your bank and swear affidavit and change it. If it's Pioneer is the problem, you talk, they will change it. So you can't have different name. They cannot change DOM account for you. You have to change for them.
Okay, no problem. Yeah, I think the best thing is from next week I'll open a new one. I think that's
yes, please. That's what you need to do. And when you close, make sure that you have deleted the old one. Make sure that you close the old one. Do not have 2 accounts running.
Okay, no problem. Thank you.
You can chat me privately. I'll chat you privately, and if you get difficult, you can just send me a message directly.
I don't have your number.
I will chat you up, I said.
All right, thank you.
Yes. So somebody said Chika Soro, someone, he said, how about the use of grade to receive fund? I've already said it that you can only use, I called payment you can use. You can use Pioneer, your local account, and your DOM account. You can also use PayPal, but how can you withdraw the money once it gets here? So I recommend that you use Pioneer, DOM account, or your local account. The grade.co you said about, unfortunately, you cannot be able to use it to receive money. Any more questions? Any more questions? Any more questions, please? Hello?
Hi, can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Yes, I can. Okay.
Yeah, awesome. So, please, I was asking how I could create a different profile, like other than the first one I created. Like, is there an easy code right now that you can quickly describe?
If you're in my class last time, I told you that you can have up to 3 profiles in your Upwork account.
Yeah.
It means that you can be a researcher. You can also be a web developer. You can also be a video editor. You can have 3 profiles, and you can, in your Upwork profile, you can have, if there's a place that said create a second profile. It's quite easy. Let me share my screen and show this person. If you're watching, you can just see my screen to be able to see this. I've said this before. I've said this a lot of times before. I've said this before. By the left-hand side, where you have your picture up, you have 3 profiles here. You have virtual assistant, you have data entry, and you have this particular one. So you can create 3 profiles. It's quite easy, and you can do that in the less than 10 minutes.
So it means what I just have to do is click on the edit button on just by the right-hand side of the profile, of where it says view profile. Okay, so I just have to click on there and then go and create a new one.
Yes, you follow the process and create a new one.
Okay, awesome. Thank you.
Yes.
And sorry, why does it take so long for Upwork to approve testimonials?
It doesn't take so long. Maybe you didn't do it well.
Okay, so see, here's what I did. I went to, so I got a couple of friends who have LinkedIn accounts. So I spoke with them and they gave me their LinkedIn profiles and their emails. So I requested for the testimonials for reviews. And then Upwork sent them emails from which they clicked and entered their reviews and then sent back. Upwork now indicated on my profile that it's pending approval and that they will send, Upwork will send them emails to confirm that their reviews has been published. So far, yesterday one of the reviews got published, but the other ones are still pending approval. So I just don't know why. And even the one that was published yesterday took a couple of days. So I don't know. Is there something I should have done differently?
There's no cause for alarm. So you just have to keep waiting. You just have to keep waiting until you get it live on your profile. I've done for a couple of people too. Sometimes it takes a day, sometimes it takes even 1 week. So, but be rest assured that they'll publish it on your page.
Okay, thank you. Plus, sorry, it's like I'm asking too many questions. I hope that is okay.
Please go ahead. And be fast, please.
How many proposals do I need to like submit in a day before I'm able to get a job?
Well, like I was, if you paid attention before, it doesn't. The Upwork is designed in a way that it can submit 500 proposals in a day. That's not how it works. How it works is identify the jobs you know you're capable of doing and write a quality proposal. I've shown you a live how I write mine. I'm also going to share a proposal template, how you can also write yours if you don't grab what I did before. So the most important thing is that apply for a job that you're sure you can be able to do. Do not apply for a job because you see it on the timeline and you have Connect. Your Connect will finish. So identify your niche. That is why I always say that people should have a niche. If you want to be in tech, you must have a niche. Without your niche, you can be able to write a quality proposal. But if you do not have a niche, you'll be so unsure of what to write. You will even be afraid. But if you're a project manager and you have experience, or you're learning how to be a project manager, in a few times, you can be able to write a convincing proposal. You don't have to write a long proposal. First line is a key point, who you are. I am so person, I am so person. This is what I'm able to do. Second paragraph is what you'll be able to do for the client. The first paragraph is for you. Second and third is for the client. Any other thing you're saying down there is for the client. That's the most important thing at that point. So yes.
Okay, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
This class has been amazing. Thank you guys for the wonderful questions. Thank you, instructor, for giving us a very instructional discussion about Upwork and all the things we need. And we are really grateful. The video of the class will be available through the class admin. And for those people who want to watch it or who want to see it again, I hope that this way we can draw our curtain for tonight. So I don't know if our instructor have any last words for us.
Okay, so what I would like to say is do not be afraid. Do not stop asking questions. If you get confused, you can ask your host, or you can find me on Facebook with Obinna Obinze. That you can be able to see what I'm doing. You can also find me on LinkedIn as well. Then you can always come there to ask questions. Then you can also go to Facebook to ask questions on the Upwork freelance for Upwork is on Facebook. Is a group where a lot of all the freelancers can come to post their question, and you can get an informed opinion from other freelancers, or what if you are running into difficulties, or you want to do something, or you have an idea of what to do. You can post your questions there. Then, if you need any help as well, like I said, you can meet your host, or you can also find me on Facebook.
Thank you so much. You can check the chat. The chat will be available. You can check the chat 5 minutes and answer some questions there while I prepare the closing of the group.
Also, please don't forget to send the format. You said you were going to send the format to us.
Yes, I will send that to your host, and then you can share on your. I've shared my LinkedIn as well, so we can connect with each other on LinkedIn, and everyone. Then we can build ourselves from there. Thank you, everyone, and God bless you.
God bless you.
I wish you guys the best. You can just go down and start earning. It's not difficult. It's also difficult, but if I can do it, you can do it. Bye-bye.
Bye. The class is closing in 5.